Brolectathon. Welcome to games.
Games. That's the name of the channel. That's the name of the thing that we're doing. Games.
We're playing the yooka-laylee.
Yep. Project Yooka-laylee on Xbox 360 with the Nintendo 64 controller.
This is it's exciting. Yeah, that was a lot of details. This is Banjo-Kazooie. We fucking hate Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, it's awful. I've definitely never played this game before.
And you're not making a homage game to it at all. Nope. I don't even know what.
I'm not even sure which one's Banjo. Is he the witch? Yeah.
Yeah, I think no. He's the pot.
He's the pot talking. Okay.
The most important character of the entire game.
Kazooie's that door knocker in the background, right?
Yeah. Is that even a character? I swear they do talk to you, but I'm like, maybe they don't.
I know when they slam the door, there's like a nice little animation where the hoop in its mouth slams shut. Not that I've ever played this game before. I mean, I imagine that that's what they did.
So, I mean, I've tried doing this Let's Play, throughout the years, maybe 3 times.
And then delete every single one of them.
Yeah, I did. On different channels to this one. It's fine.
Now, here's an interesting thing, right? That the pot, I can't remember what his name is.
Dingpot,
right? So, she's stirring stuff into his head, and every time she adds a new chemical to his head, does that change his personality, or is his brain not inside his head? How does that work?
I mean, this is like old 1990s Rare logic where everything has eyes. So
that's irrelevant. It still has a brain. How does it work?
Well, I mean, does the signs have brains? Or everything like the toilet? Oh, I guess the toilet did have a brain.
Yeah, it's in the cistern in the back.
Does he have a brain?
I don't know.
Bottles, you know, it actually looks like his goggles are see-through on this. I don't know if I ever noticed that before.
I think it's because they upgraded the reflections.
Yeah.
In this, like you can see in some of the shiny objects, it just looks higher resolution. Could have been like that, I guess, in the original. We just didn't notice it.
Interesting little fact here. I don't know if this is like too nerdy if we go into this, but that picture in the background is from Fungus Forest.
Yep, which appeared in Donkey Kong 64, right?
Yeah.
Because they didn't have time to put it in this.
Well, no, they did have time. They were originally. It was going to be one of the earlier levels, but they just decided against it for whatever reason.
Ah.
That's why there's a picture of him in it. And that's why Click Clock Wood doesn't mesh with the rest. It was one of the earlier levels.
Well, Click Clock was the first one that that Grant wrote the song for, wasn't it? And then they kind of built the game using that as like their thematic thing.
Is that? Oh man, you've got to do the whole. Are you going to do a tutorial or are you going to skip it?
Nah, I'll skip it.
Yeah.
Although I've never played this game before, I'm pretty sure I can figure it out.
The only thing with a lot of games, and I don't know why this is, because like Mario never had this problem. For most games from the 90s, they seem to do crazy amount of tutorials.
Mm-hmm. And
I get why, because people are coming from like a 2D plane to like this open 3D world, and it's kind of like that can be a little bit.
Sure, it's the first time they'd ever set foot in like a 3D environment.
Yeah, which can be jarring, I suppose. But like I was playing Spyro 2 yesterday, and I haven't played that in a long time, so I don't remember a lot of it. And the tutorial on that is just. It's not even like once or twice. Like every time you talk to a character and there's an opportunity from dirt, they'll be like, tell you again.
Like the most annoying thing in any game is when like you're in the middle of like the flow of playing and then suddenly you get stopped for a cutscene and you didn't even ask for it.
Yeah, that is like Spyro is one of its biggest problems, I think.
Yeah,
every character talks to you. It's like, well, fuck off.
Yeah, I know, I get it. It's very annoying.
That's one of the reasons. Like one of the best things about I don't know why everyone mows up Mario Sunshine, because one of the best things about that has got to be that when a character talks to you, it doesn't take you out of the cutscene or anything. It like will put you in a cutscene even.
Yeah, it just carries on talking.
Yeah, it just puts a bubble above their head.
That's perfect.
So what you want? Well, I guess that Banjo-Kazooie doesn't do it either because they just put it underneath.
Yeah, and you can choose when you want it to like that. I can choose to talk. Well, obviously I can't because I turned the tutorial off. But like you can choose when you want to speak to him. So you can. That is the one thing I don't like about the intro to this game, though. Obviously, in the remake, it's not so much of an issue, or like the remaster. But the original one, you had no choice but to visit every single one of them because you only unlock the moves once you've been taught it.
Yeah, you can skip them in the original.
Could you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I always did it.
I'll take it back then.
No, the only reason we're playing. I should probably have clarified why we're playing the Xbox. That we're playing the Xbox version and why we're playing the Xbox version. Like it's kind of obvious we're playing the Xbox version because it's clearly HD. But we're playing it because if we're like not doing this like seriously, And if we were to like die or whatever because we weren't paying like full attention, we'd lose all our music notes, and that is a bit of shit.
That is annoying. There's definitely like they made a lot of improvements, like very minor things, but like I don't know. To me, it makes this the definitive version.
I don't know. I still like the original. I do actually. No, I don't know. This is good version. Like, it wasn't even made by Rare. This version. Well, I mean, it still was, but it wasn't technically made by Rare.
Yeah, it's not like the original.
So all the improvements come from 4J.
Yeah.
Which are the same guys that made the Minecraft remake for console edition.
Which I guess is why they had the Banjo skins in
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Yeah, definitely. And they have like some special other skins made by Rare and that as well for Halloween. But I feel like 4J, because I follow them on stuff, they're actually a really good company. I mean, I've never seen them do their own games, but...
Yeah, they seem to me like 4J are like Microsoft's answer to Retro Studios. You know, the people who make Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if I feel like it's a real similar kind of idea.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they're not even Microsoft anymore, because they did put it on PS3 and...
Oh, I guess that's true.
4J are kind of their own thing now. They made Perfect Dark Zero or something as well, like a remake of Perfect Dark.
Oh yeah, although apparently that's not very good. I've never played it, but I hear it's not very good.
But like, yeah, that one's probably right. But they got other things right. They got the stop and swap right with Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie. They improved Banjo-Kazooie like with the things it needed. They made it HD. They made Minecraft. I feel like it's better on consoles than it is on computer. I know a lot of people disagree with that.
I think, to be honest, a lot of it is like it shows how well they made this game in the first place, because it still feels like. Obviously, the graphics are cartoony, but it still feels pretty modern.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel like, oh, this is like an old game being emulated. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Mario 64, but like, you can tell that it's dated.
Yeah, there is some, especially like his face and that.
Yeah, just like the way the textures are put on and everything, it feels like a lot of primitive shapes put together. But this feels like you could have like somebody could make a game like this now and.
Probably be an indie game.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't think you would necessarily like notice. Whereas if you tried to make something that looked and felt like Mario 64, I think you might be like, oh, this feels a bit dated.
It's true. Like, I was also thinking about this. I don't know why. Well, I guess 'cause I was playing Spyro, which I already mentioned. But like, I kind of lost what I was saying there for a sec. So you know, like how you can do speedruns with like all these games, like Banjo-Kazooie. And you can do it with Spyro, you can do it with like Crash Bandicoot, all that.
Yeah.
And Mario 64 and Zelda, they've all got these like massive glitches, and I feel Banjo-Kazooie is like the only one that doesn't have any major glitches. I've seen like 2 glitches.
Yeah, the only ones are like note door skips.
Yeah.
Like that's the main part.
I've seen them clip through doors. That's the most, but like that's like feels to me that's how well they constructed this game, was that it was almost unglitchable in a sense.
Yeah, pretty much. Like the only. I'm trying to think now. Is it this? Oh yeah. You can take the bumblebee out of Click Clock Wood.
Yeah.
That's like the extent of the glitches.
That's not a glitch. That's an actual part of the game.
No. But I mean, you can glitch past the point where Mumbo's supposed to turn you back, and then fly around the whole of Grunty's lair.
That's not bad actually. That's pretty good. I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's. I think they've figured it out, but there's no at the moment. I don't think there's any like reason to use it for a speed run, because I don't think it speeds anything up.
No, I think if anything, it'll probably slow you down because there's so little you can do as a bumblebee in this.
Yeah, but it's like that's as bad as like it doesn't game break.
Yeah.
But I heard an interesting thing the other day when back in the N64 days, Nintendo had like their seal of approval.
Yeah.
And they had like tests like you had to leave the game running and being played for 5 hours without crashing. It was like they weren't allowed to release a game. They wouldn't give them the seal unless it could do that.
Yeah, Nintendo are real big on that. I know that for the Game Boy, I think, and the Nintendo DS and everything, they had to make it so it was like a completely I should really turn the volume down just a little bit of the TV. But they made it so like it's unbreakable in the sense of if you drop it 10 times, it doesn't affect the quality.
Yeah.
And that's because they said it's for kids, and kids are gonna break it. Like kids are gonna drop it.
Yeah, well, that was exactly the reason that, one of the reasons that Nintendo said stop and swap couldn't happen, isn't it? Because kids were likely to be like pulling cartridges out and slamming them in, and they might break it.
Yeah, that's true. Also, I don't know if anyone noticed this. I feel like I'm the only one that noticed this. But the Jinjo's eyes on this, when you pick them up, they're bigger than they were in N64.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wonder why they did that.
I don't know. Like I remember watching it and thinking there's something off about these Jinjos, and it's just their eyes. They're massive. You should have waited to come here, really.
Oh, I'm not speedrunning it.
No, like to get the ground pound.
Oh, yeah, I guess because of the witch switch.
Yeah. Because otherwise we've just got to backtrack. We can get this jigsaw.
Yeah, I'll get this, I'll come back, yeah.
Also, another cool thing about this game is you can leave everything around. Like, just literally leave jigsaws around and they'll stay there.
Yeah, you don't have to, like, redo any tasks.
Yeah. I actually feel like Spyro is a bit lazy when I play it now.
In what way? As in the first one, which one are you talking about?
The second one, Spyro 2.
Right.
Like, a lot of the challenges, they are just, you do this one challenge and then you do it again. And that's it. That's the extent of their challenge.
Yeah, where I guess with this, there's a lot of, like, brand new like, every level's got something new that you won't have seen before.
Yeah, exactly. Also, when I was playing Spyro, I was doing this, like, platforming thing. And, like, halfway through it, the guy goes, "Well done, you made it this far, take an orb." I was like, seriously?
Yeah, it does feel a little bit like, in this game, they kind of explain away Jiggies, and people are like, "Oh, I found this weird shiny thing." But then in Spyro, it's just like, his best friend, Hunter, is like, "Oh, I'll let you have this dragon egg, which is clearly like a kidnapped child. I won't let you have this until you beat me in a race." Like, that kind of thing really takes you out of it.
I goddamn hate Hunter.
Yeah, well, this is why he's earned the nickname Cunter in the like in the Spyro fandom. That's what most people refer to him as.
You can skip this without doing the thing.
Oh, really? How do you do that?
Just, do you want me to do it?
Yeah, show me. I'm interested.
It's such a stupid thing that you can do.
Oh, yeah, but you still need to unlock Talent Trot.
No, I didn't do Talent Trot then.
No, but I mean for the rest of the game.
Oh no, I thought you meant for that one bit.
No. I still want Talent
I'm really
Trot.
shit at running straight for some reason. Yeah, I know you still want.
I thought for a second you were showing me a way to, like, skip the cutscene and just earn Talent Trot.
Oh no. I don't know that. I wish I did, because sometimes he does talk a little bit. Like, playing this for the first time, it's cool to read what they say, but then...
Yeah, I could probably quote most of this now.
They do say it a lot. And speeding up doesn't change much.
There we go, that's better.
Apparently it's better to speedrun this on N64 because of whatever reasons.
Yeah, well, they're like, all of the, like, note door glitches and stuff were fixed.
Oh.
Yeah, it's that kind of stuff. The actual gameplay itself, I think, is pretty much identical.
Yeah, I mean, when I played this one, it felt like I was literally playing the same game. It doesn't feel... Have you played the N64 version?
Yeah, of course.
Have you played N64 too?
Yeah.
Like, on your own?
Yeah.
Well, I know you played it when you come to mine, because we played it...
Yeah, no, I've definitely... Yeah. Of course I have. I haven't completed it.
Do you not like it as much? Or because I swear you said at one point you preferred it.
No, I don't know. I like bits of it more, and then other bits I don't. But
really
I definitely
hate the
prefer this
backtracking.
game.
Do you have eggs?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Sorry?
Yeah, I have egg shit.
Oh, shit, of course not. I didn't speak it.
There's one round here for
Yeah, it's for the
ground pounder.
butt stomp.
But it's alright, because this one, like, you have to backtrack regardless, because you have to go to Mumbo.
Yeah, but you're still backtracking within the same level.
Yeah.
You're not backtracking,
Like, I know that, but, like, backtracking on the other one is really annoying because of the whole, like, jumping up.
The levels in this game aren't made, like, linear.
No,
like, on Crash Bandicoot, for instance, like, the level is very linear, and when there's, like, a split in the path, you know you're going to have to come back.
Yeah.
So that kind of stuff's annoying. But then when, this is basically, like, a small sandbox that you run around in.
That's what I like about this one, like, way more. Although, thinking about it...
And
like,
every level is completable, like, in one go as well. Like, the first time you visit a level, you could 100% it, whereas on 2 you have to go back what you've earned and stuff, I think.
Yeah, that's what I hate about 2. I hope they don't do that as much, although they were talking about doing that.
Oh, what, in yooka-laylee?
Yeah.
See, I think they'll kind of find a balance with that, because they're doing the whole, like, pages thing, where you unlock sections of level.
They're coins. I don't know what they're called. But I know.
Platonics, they're called.
Are they actually?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, are they going to be that? You stop that one.
Yeah, no, I know that.
Are they going to keep that as Platonics then?
Well, I think they said it was a placeholder.
Because
but that's like
it's
your
just
currency.
the Play logo, the Platonic logo.
Yeah, but they did say in the Kickstarter that Platonic, the company, did that come first, or did the word, or, like, the Platonics you collect in the game, which came first?
You still haven't got the X.
Right, let's go back and get that.
It's like you just. Oh wait, go into the anthill real quick, or termite hill. I always say ants, but I mean they're apparently termites.
They are termites.
You can kill that one, and then he never comes back.
Yeah, it's true.
But I never realised that when I was young. Like, I mean, I realised it when I was younger, but I never realised that was like a big deal because a lot of people said that was what made this harder as well. Was if you kill a bad guy, that's it. Like, they're gone.
Yeah.
So your health, like your chance to get health back, is gone as well.
Oh yeah, I get it, yeah.
So like, not only does it have the impossible notes thing on the original, well, on this one as well. Well, no, this one doesn't. But the impossible notes thing on the original, if you die, you have to get all the notes again.
Yeah.
But you also don't get health back if you're low on health.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Yeah. I guess it's true.
There's no way to heal, is there? Unless you kill a guy and then take his health.
Yeah. I guess it's true.
So if you kill every character in the level and then don't take their health or take their health and then you need it later on, you're screwed.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I guess it's not really a problem for us because we don't really die very often.
Yeah, I mean, I just saw it once on Tumblr and I was thinking, like, I never realised it as an issue.
Yeah, I didn't even consider that.
Exactly. I feel like they're probably bad at the game, but... I mean, me and you, like, we grew up on these sort of games. They might not have played that. They might have played, like, Toka Racing first.
Yeah, I guess you have to, like, assume that it's a child playing one of their first games. And is it just me, or is this guy clearly supposed to be Diddy Kong?
I think he originally was going to be Diddy Kong, right?
Oh, really? Okay, well, that would make sense.
I don't know if it was actually, but...
I don't know, I just feel like you put a hat on him, he's Diddy Kong.
Well, because he's called Chimpy, which is pretty close to Diddy.
Yeah.
And then Conga is pretty close to Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I guess that's very true. I don't know why I didn't make that connection before. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I don't know if they were, like, intending to. I mean, they owned the IP at the time, so it's not like they couldn't.
Yeah.
It's kind of lucky they didn't, because there's no way this would have got remade if it had.
Well, you say that, but then in Tui, one of Bottle's kids is holding a Donkey Kong toy.
Is he still?
Yeah, it's clearly Donkey Kong. It's
thought-
an ape with a tie, but they just leave it there.
I thought they've got a Game Boy on this one, so.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird that they managed to get away with that stuff.
But then, see, there's that. But then also on Nuts and Bolts, and this would probably be the only time I talk about Nuts and Bolts. On
Well,
this
I don't know what that
playthrough.
is.
But like, on that, they actually directly talk about Mario. You gotta shoot Conga eggs.
Oh shit, of course.
Yeah, they directly talk about Mario.
Oh really?
Yeah, they say, like, Banjo's saying how he's had an easy life, he's like retired or whatever, and then that logo guy,
Whoops. Yeah.
he's just like, how many games has your plumber friend made or something? It's like,
Well, I guess it's like tongue in cheek, isn't it?
I swear he said red hatted plumber or something, but it's like,
They make a reference to him in this as well.
yeah,
The toilet in Mad Monster Mansion.
it's kind of the thing about Banjo-Kazooie. It's like, it's kind of like Basil Brush. You got to jump 3 times for this one. He's good. See that he's wearing like a red top rather than a red tie.
Yeah, I guess it is clearly supposed to be Donkey Kong.
I mean, maybe it's not, and we're just looking really deep into it.
But they were developing Donkey Kong, or at least they had the license at the time, didn't they? So.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't understand why they wouldn't have.
Well, you see the camera go weird there when it hit the tree.
Yeah. I don't really get why they wouldn't have put Donkey Kong in it, but I'm sure they had their reasons.
Yeah, and in hindsight, it was probably a good.
Yeah,
shot.
I mean, a little character holding like a Donkey Kong is like it's an oversight. You could not see that. Whereas that character, you have to like directly interact with like 3 times in this level.
Yeah.
So... Oh, yeah, and make sure when you shoot this, you don't shoot it all the way.
Yeah, of course. It's one on the top. Come on, who do you take me for?
I know when I was doing Let's Play on my own, I actually did shoot it, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, I had to walk out the level. It's like, I don't know, like, I mean, I know it's there, but when you're doing it when talking, it's so easy to be distracted that you just shoot them all.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know, I guess it's just muscle memory now.
Did you have all 5? No, you have only 4.
Oh, where did I miss one?
I don't know, that's what I'm trying to think. There's one behind... Oh, did you get one behind the Jinjo thing at the start?
Yep. Oh, hang on. Maybe. I'll have to go back. No, I didn't. Yeah, that's where it is. Never mind. We'll get these notes over here.
Maybe I shouldn't play this game so much. I seem to know an awful lot about Banjo-Kazooie.
That's alright. There are worse things to know an awful lot about. You could know an awful lot about heroin. But you don't.
See that right there. Oh. And then we've also got to get the other honeycomb piece.
Yeah.
Do you think it's weird that honeycomb pieces make an extra health piece, but the full ones just give you health back?
Yeah, I guess, but it's supposed to be just like the edge, isn't it? You haven't filled it yet.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like this game. I think I like this game a lot more than I like I like Mario. I was gonna say Banjo-Kazooie. I don't know why, but I like this game more than I like.
Do you know what
Mario.
I like more than Banjo-Kazooie? Banjo-Kazooie.
Yooka-laylee, you know.
I don't know. I really want Yooka-laylee better be as good as this.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
I really want it to be.
I can't imagine it will be bad.
I don't think it will be bad, but it's a tall order to live up to, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that was the problem with Tui as well. Also, like even Grant Kirkhope said on it wasn't an interview. It was AGDQ.
Yeah.
He said the problem with Tui was they just tried to make a game bigger and they tried to improve on anything.
Yeah, they said that like they'd taken like the poise that bigger was better.
Yeah.
And like shit, and it turns out that not necessarily.
It's definitely not the case.
I think if you compared like Banjo-Tooie to a lot of like other games, it's clearly really good, but unfortunately you had this to compare it to, and it's like, I don't know, it's a pretty tall order.
Oh.
There we go. And here's something I realised the other day. I get, and this is going to sound pretty nerdy from a game developer point of view, but like look before he lands, like his legs are already out, like ready to take the impact. So it must like cast a raycast and figure out like when you're about to hit the ground, because like most games the animation kicks in like when you're in the air and then hit the ground, it would kick in, but on this it like kicks in before you hit the ground, so it makes it look like better.
That is pretty game talkery.
Yeah, I just don't know why I don't know why they would have done that, but I really respect the decision, because that's like a bunch of extra work that they didn't need to do.
Oh, maybe. It might just do it automatically. Like when no matter what height from, it might just extend the legs back out.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Look, if I jump from here,
oh yeah,
it only does it when you get to the ground.
That is pretty clever.
Like I don't know why the hell they would have done that, but whoever coded the movement in this game did a pretty good.
You know who coded the movement, don't you?
I'm not sure which one of them would have done it, to be honest.
I'm sure if you read the Yooka-Laylee page, they'll say somewhere, because
yeah,
they have. I mean, I don't mind that that's their game to go by, but they have really you want to go that way.
We've completed it, haven't we?
Yeah, you keep going.
Oh yeah, we need the honeycomb piece, of course.
Yeah, honeycomb piece, and then you want to go out as an ant.
As an ant, yeah.
But I know they made Banjo-Kazooie, and I get that, and I respect that they want to tell people that's what they made. But they have overshadowed their own game with their own game in their Kickstarter game.
I guess, but I think they're probably only going to do that at the beginning while they gather their audience, and then once they get to a point where it's like, okay, people know what we're doing, and then it will start to come into its own.
It's true. I mean, it would be kind of stupid to not mention it when your audience is going to be primarily.
And I mean, looking at the huge amount of money they've made from the Kickstarter even so far, and just for reference's sake, I think they've still got 35 days or something left.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well,
so
from today, yeah.
Yeah, just because in a year's time when someone might find this video, they're gonna be like, "What the hell are they talking about? The game already came out. It's got cars in it. What are you talking about?"
That one viewer just finds this finally. Oh man, the cars thing. I don't know what happened with that. Was that part of the was that Platonic Rare or was that new Rare?
Well, see, here's the interesting thing: is that most of the people at Platonic were involved in nuts and bolts, which is kind of weird when you think about it. But I guess you just don't know how much of it was we need to do something different. Because basically the reason they made nuts and bolts is because they bought the Havoc physics engine.
Oh really?
And because they'd spent that much money, Microsoft were like, "Listen, you need to make use of that." So that's when the whole cars thing came about. But yeah, and I think old Rare and new Rare is a bit of a fallacy. It is the same thing. Chris Sutherland and I think Mark Stevenson and those kind of people worked on nuts and bolts. So it was a lot of the original people.
I don't know what they did.
I think. Well, I mean, judging by their press conferences and stuff they had, I think they realised that it was a mistake.
Well, I know they were still in the mindset of bigger is better, because they said the reason they made it cars was because the world would be so big it'd be impossible to try to traverse on foot by that point. But it's almost like at the time when they were making games, they made Banjo-Kazooie levels as big as they could. So when they got to Tui, they knew how to make them bigger. So they made them bigger. So when they got to like Nuts and Bolts, they're like, shit, we have to make them really big because that's the extent we can go.
Yeah, I guess they had that like, we don't want to disappoint people in thinking, oh, this is a lesser game. But
it might just been the way they learned to game make, is that you just make it to the limits of the game, what it can take.
Yeah, I guess it's true.
And
like
then,
you match the hardware, not the other way around.
Yeah, so by the time they got to like Nuts and Bolts, the limitation would have been ridiculous because, well, compared to Banjo-Kazooie, because of like it's on a hard drive and it's just, I don't know, like...
Yeah, it's like, basically they weren't used to having such a big thing to work from, and so therefore they just like, not even, like the opposite of biting off more than you can chew. They were like, okay, we can do all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Do you want to take over for this level?
Sure. Should we end this episode and then start another episode, or should we just carry on?
No, end it. Do a level at a time, that makes sense.
Okay, well, thanks for watching. See you next time.
Goodbye.
Next time on Game Grumps.